everything is working on both ends. It looks like it is. Give me just a moment, y'all. Welcome to the chat. I am sorry I had to take so much time away, but I just caught a nasty bug. And then yesterday, I had plans to do my Twitch stream, and my stomach did not want to work with me. So give me just a moment to make sure that we are live, because I believe we are. Okay, yes, I can see it. Thank you so much. Ah, what a week. I hope you all had a good week. I know that it's been hectic for a lot of people. I hate using that word. Thanks, Amberlynn, but it is what it is. I was literally burning the candle at both ends, basically, with all the stuff that I wanted to get done. We're going to design a new cover for this, so anybody who has this copy of Axiom, know that it is a collector's edition now, because Roger, while designing the cover for the next novel, said, hey, since this is a series, let's update this cover to make sure that they know it's book one. So we're getting that done. We have the edit version already finished for this one. So once that's done, we'll be doing like the double launch. Then Curie Bell let me know that the pilot for our webcomic is in the finishing stages. Some of y'all were sent that via email so that you could give feedback, and I appreciate y'all for that. So there's been a lot going on, and I had to put my health, these projects, and everything to the forefront. And while I love Girl World, there's been a lot of fuckery afoot. Too much fuckery afoot. And I wanted to do an early one of these because we're going to try, I'm going to mask up to go out into town because there's an event. So the hubby, kiddo, and I want to go and do that as well. But I just want to say that this is the den of chaotic neutrality for a reason. I don't involve myself in beefs with other people. If I don't like a creator, that is between me and that creator. I am not going to go and do factions. I don't give a fuck on that level. I know it's hard for people to hear that because there are a lot of people that, especially for newer content creators, and I see that as I've only been in Girl World for about 8 or 9 months now, that want you to be like, well, if you like this person, I can't like you. Or they're problematic because they support these creators. And if you're going to play those games, you're going to find a lot more of us newer creators just not fucking with any of y'all. I don't do sides. I don't do factions. I like who I like. And having the time to relax and heal up has shown me I don't want to be part of that shit. I don't want to be on the Discords spreading gossip. If I don't like somebody, I'm going to tell them to their faces, and then I'm just not going to fuck with them no more. I don't have the energy for these stupid fucking beefs. And I am just over anybody trying to drag people into it. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't watch who you go to after you leave my chat. I don't want to monitor you. There's no whole monitoring. There's no pocket watching. There's no coin watching on this end. Because I don't give a fuck on that level. If you're going to talk shit, talk your shit. But if you're going to talk shit about me and be in this group, say it to my face at least. I think it's really become a level of high school dumb that I just don't want no parts of, and I don't want you worrying about who you kick it with. I think it's got to stop, and it stops here. If you're in my group and you want to be a part of somebody I don't particularly like, do so. I don't understand why it's got to be that fucking deep. But there are way too many people who think they got a moral thing. They want to set rules for Girl World. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do... Who the fuck are you? We're all grown in Girl World. If somebody wants to use their channel for what they want to use it for, let them. You want to have judgment, that's your judgment. But what I'm saying is the buck fucking stops here. I'm tired. I want to do fun things. I can't wait to bring back the writer vlog so that you can see how I create characters and everything else. I'm always going to call out the Heffa, though. We're going to do a little bit of a newer format with Foodie. A lot less of her voice and stuff. We'll use some clips. We'll use the slideshow that I'm about to fire up. But what we are not going to do is bring fucking beefs to my channel. And if that makes you don't like me, oh, she should take a side. Fuck off. I'm done. I'm fucking I just want to enjoy. I want Girl World to be fun. I know it can be. I know the people that I watch are fun. They don't involve me personally in their fuck shit. They just allow me to watch the fuck shit and enjoy it. Take in notes. Know who I won't fuck with because of it, and who I don't care if they don't like them. I like them. That is the way you handle this. And I don't want any of y'all ever feeling that I'm going to weaponize you, that I'm going to judge you for who you like on here, because that shit's stupid. But let's get to the hellos, because like I said, I want to be done before 2 if I can, because we got to get out. Thank you so much for the super chat, Curious Cats chat. My only problem with Girl World right now is that there are so many people I like. It is hard to keep up. And I know you're going live at 2, so I'll be listening to you in the car. There are so many amazing content creators that it really is hard to keep up. And I will bring back next week featuring newer people to Girl World, because I want to help uplift those who are doing the thing. I love Girl World News. I know they're taking a bit of a break until after Labor Day. I love Curious Cat Chat. There are so many great creators in this sphere. So why the fuck are we worrying about the moral ones who want to argue with this and want to judge people for who you hang with? Fuck all of that. When you come here, I hope you come here for fun. I hope you come here for my commentary, and that you don't feel like because you like me, you can't like somebody else. I don't play those games. Even with the clown jester. I don't care for him. Everybody knows I don't care for him. I don't fuck with him. I blocked him. I don't interact with him normally. So if you want to kick it with him, do so. I am not your mama. I am not somebody who can... Even if I was your best friend, Beans can tell you, I've never once told her who she could kick it with on this app. I don't do that, because she wouldn't do that to me. So I want you to understand that, well, there are always going to be those people on here that think, well, I run this shit, so I can tell you who to like. Well, I run this shit. If I see you in somebody else's chat, I'm just not going to... That ain't going to be me. I have too much going on. And it's not to say that to look down on other creators that might not. It's just the way I handle shit on here. I don't want factions. I just want fun. But let's get to the hellos. Pix, thank you so much for being here. Hi, Indy. Hi, you mad bro. It's good to see you. The Ray link? Oh, yeah. I love Ray's Days Today vlog, if that's what you mean. They're amazing. Hey, Capricorn NJ. Welcome to the Bonnet Bunch. Hi, Deb W. Panda Pondu. Nope. I got started at 12:45. I want to make sure that everything's set and that y'all can hear me. Hey, Tragically Delicious, thank you for the lurk, hun. I know you've been busy. 31 frames, it's always good to see you. Hi, Helen Zudahoff, it's great to see you, dear. Brioche, it's always lovely to see you, dear. Curious Cats Chats, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Ray's Days Today vlog. I gotta get caught up on the latest vlog. I have your taco pizza one, and I think you just did a new one as well. I got your backlog, girl. I definitely want to enjoy your vlogs. They are peaceful. It's good to have you when I'm doing my editing and writing. Thank you, SH. I love your new name, because you know. And I could literally focus on the beef that it's one-sided at this point, because I blocked that bitch. But I don't want to do that. She's crazy. And I got enough of my own crazy to carry. I know there are people in Girl World that are saying shit. Let them. I don't see it, so I don't care. It's just the way it is. But there are people out there that they just want to stir up crap, and I'm just not about that life. Hey, Shava, it's good to see you. Olga K, it's good to see you. We're going to get started. Hey, Slow Mama, everybody does. We all have our taste. And I don't want anybody to feel like I am going to tell you that you can't hang out with who you want to hang out with. That's never been me. I don't need that shit. I don't need to talk shit. I guess because I literally am a diagnosed sociopath. I shut shit off when I'm not doing my streams, when I'm not sitting in chat. I don't have the capacity to worry about that because it would take from the energy that I give from my creative stuff. It'll take from everything that I want to do on here that's fun. So no, I don't do that shit. I'm never going to do that shit. And if you need creators that do that shit, there's a plethora of them. They think they're morally right to tell you who you can like and who you can hang out with. They might have personal issues with another creator, and that's on them. Ain't got shit to do with me. That's why I will always be the den of chaotic neutrality. Hi, Simply Kate Swalks. Welcome to the chat. Oh, I'm so glad for that too, Brioche. I think if I had Twitter or YouTube back when I was in high school, it would have been a fucking mess. Even 10 years ago, when I was at my messiest on Twitter. So I don't judge people for the shit they did before I got in here because it ain't my business. They ain't doing that to me, so why should I give a fuck? That's the attitude I have to have, because it would be hypocritical to be like, well, I don't like this person because they did this. I don't like this person because they did that. I just don't care on that level. When I was with my political group on Twitter, we did some stupid shit. We did. I can't get away from that. I didn't do it a lot personally, but I amplified the fuckers that did. I will always have some of that stigma on me because of that, but I own my shit. I try to prove that I'm not like that anymore, and I keep it fucking pushing. I got older, and when you get older, you learn it's just not the life. I don't have to have fights with everybody. It's not engaging for me. But there are some people determined to hang on to that and then blame others because of who we like, and I can't stop you. I mean, the less of yous that put me on the pedestal, the better, because I'm human. I'm apt to fucking up. I'm willing to own it when I do fuck up. But I don't act like I'm morally better than people on here. It's fucking dumb. And I just get exhausted dealing with people who are like, well, if you like this person, I gotta judge you. Well, judge me. There'll be far less people that I have to disappoint when I make a human mistake. That's just the reality of this situation. I'm fucking sick of it. Girl World is a fucking tapestry of different creators. We come from different walks of life. We have different views. I'm not afraid to express my views. The people that fall off were never meant to be here in the first place. But what I'm not going to fucking do is try to be liked by everybody. I just want to have fun. And if you are here to have fun, that is what we are going to do. And keeping my promise to not highlight a lot of the Heifer's antics video-wise, because I know her. Eventually, Kuwait is going to be a bust. Eventually, she's going to waddle her ass back to Canada because she is the cockroach that we all think she is. And she's going to try lawsuits. She's going to be like, you're using too much of my content. So I have done, instead, with the help of other creators that I watch, a slideshow and small clips so that we can only have to deal with Chantal in short fucking doses. Hey, Edna B. Lurkin, welcome to the chat, honey. Dead W, I think I said hi, but hi again. Because I think it's easier on all of us to not have to deal with Chantal's bullshit in heavy doses anymore. Because this shit never changes. And here we have our slideshow. This shit cracks me up because she swears that she doesn't use a lot of filters. That everybody in Girl World is fatter than her. And this was in Kuwait before she did her Thailand trip. But real never lies. This is why I don't do filters. This is why I've never portrayed myself as a looker on here, because that's subjective. And I would rather be known for my smart and sass than this bullshit. But Lil Miss, I'm hotter than 99% of YouTube. And now she's trying to walk that back and say, oh, people should have known that was a joke. I've literally watched clips where you said, Chantal, that you look better and that you have pretty privilege. That wasn't an act. You really believed that shit until reality started hitting you in the face via reaction channels. But she's had a really crazy week. Before she got on a plane to Thailand, she binge ate. She raged on the sofa. She did her normal FFG rant. FFG can't even fucking take a break without this bitch having her in her mouth. And I don't care how you feel about FFG. I enjoy being a part of the Frygate. This shit is what fucked me up. She is a type 2 diabetic. I can eat ice cream. I just choose not to because I don't need the sugars. But this was what she had before she left Kuwait. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes full of little mini ice creams because she needed it while she tantrumed on the couch. It's fucking ridiculous. And of course, snacks. She can't do anything without her snacks. Oh, hi, Madame Bidou. It's good to see you, honey. You are truly chaotic neutral. I play chaotic good, but I can appreciate the nuance of neutral. Love your straight shooting chat. Thank you so much, Madame Bidou. That's just the way I've always been. I've never tried to pretend that I'm a good person. I just try not to cause trouble for people unless they deserve it. I've always considered myself I like real people. Whether that real person is fucked up in their past or they continue to fuck up, I make my judgment based on the vibes they give me. Not everybody I like is liked by everybody else. I'm not liked by everybody else. I just choose not to be bothered by it. And if you press me, maybe I'll give you a reason not to like me. But the older I get, the more I become protect my peace. That's just the way it's got to be because honestly, some of these people remain relentless in trying to divide us, faction us, and I just don't want no parts of that shit. And Pix, you are definitely chaotic good, and I love that about you. I feel like a lot of yous are. You just want to have fun. And I hope that I can continue to provide fun for you instead of making you feel like you have to choose sides or Ted's got to be mad at you. I'm really not. I don't care on that level. Hey, Ellie Clues. I heard about that cruise last night. I was feeling kind of tired while listening towards the end of Frenchies, but I enjoyed the whole cruise talk. Y'all were making me laugh so hard. But I wanted to rest up because I knew I was going to do this live today. The cruise thing does sound fun, though. And I hope I don't sound too stuffed up. I've really been trying to kick it. Hey, diabetic necromorph leg pondu. That shit floored me. And the follow-up. Because she ate all of this. And thanks to YouTube Underground for this steal. All of this. You know she ate all of this. She had wings. She had the cookies. She had that whole-ass pizza. And then she said that the other pizza was for Salah. But we could tell from this that that was a lie. Chantal constantly went on about how she needed to exercise and build up her stamina for their trip. She wanted to make the trip mysterious. It wasn't, though. And she just power binged her way before she did that trip. More eating, because nothing ever fucking changes for her. More eating, because she needed that ice cream to calm down the rage that she had. More eating, as it literally hurt her fucking mouth. More eating. The thing is, it never changes with Chantal. And this was from her Thailand Beeze that got started, which she tried to build the air of mystery for, but nobody cared that deeply, Heffa. And this was what he gave her, as he sends his beloved wife off to another country for her visa run. That'll do pig shoulder tap. And in one of her rages in Thailand, she decided, oh, we can't show affection. We're not doing this for you. We're a real marriage. Let me tell you, Greg has told me more than once, A, he would never let me go to a country by myself without him. B, we've said goodbye before when I used to live in North Carolina and he was up here in Michigan. And it was always hugs, kisses. I would hold the tears off until I got on the plane. There was nothing there. He was like, oh, I hate goodbyes. Like you paid him to say that line. It was fucking embarrassing, Chantal. And I know you're going to watch this back because you watch all of us. I know you watched the Fit Bong because you were saying things. I got a clip to prove that shit. But nothing has changed at all in this heifer's life. Here she is in the hotel, and you can see the dirt in the background thanks to garlic bread. Here she is enjoying more 7-Eleven food. From burgers to, I believe that's ramen. Here she is proving that she's smaller than all of us. Here she is showing a very disgusting picture, thanks again to garlic bread, of what her tonsils look like, and there's bumps. Here she is with one of the bagels. I believe that was not the one that she picked off the floor. Ceiling, because we're all supposed to be jealous of this Thailand adventure, y'all. Here she is with the floor bagel. She literally helped Pallette off to get it. There she is with the food app. I don't know about y'all, but I used to watch this travel show on PBS called Globetrotter. I think it's still ongoing. And the hosts were so amazing. They would go to different towns. They would show different locations and historical sites and talk about it. They would also show the food and interact with people. It makes you want to go. Matter of fact, one of our vacations, fingers crossed, next year will be to Germany because I want to take pictures of the castle. I've been learning German for a while. And after Sabine's passing, I really do want to go and see her homeland. So I'm excited to plan for that along with other stuff that's been in the works. But this heifer talks about, well, you need to travel vlog. I will show pictures. But no, when I'm on vacation, it's a fucking vacation. I am not a travel vlogger, ma'am. I do not put my life online for coins. I'm a shit talker who likes to do commentary on locales. Maybe on some horror cows like Tofia Chew, because I watched Mr. Snowflake's thing earlier, and I have some opinion on that heifer. But what I am not going to do is put me and my family's life online for fucking coins. That's not how we do, because I actually have a career that I love, and I'm trying to build upon. And I know you can't relate, heifer. Where's your book? But yeah, she has to flex her ring and her swollen hands. And this is from the latest vlog. I grabbed these clips thanks to Barbecue Chillin'. Nothing ever changes for Chantal. It's the same old, same old. So while I will enjoy showing some clips from time to time and highlighting some creators that don't constantly show her eating and chewing, I just don't see the need to go past the slideshow format for the week that I will cover of her, because she never changes. Chantal will always be her petty, defiant self. But this clip, what I found, was very interesting. That Chantal seems to think that Salah is just like her. He's a scammer man, so of course he'll say things to make you feel at ease so that you can keep giving him money. But I found this little tidbit that I clipped from Piggy very interesting. And I know some of you don't like the voice, but I enjoy it. So let's just hear what Heffa has to say about homeownership. She doesn't watch my channel. Hi, Jan's Views.
Even Salah, we're compatible that way. He doesn't love big crowds. He hates it. He hates malls. You know, his dream is to live in like a remote rural area. And I don't mind that. Just being...
Who in Girl World that you know lives in a remote rural area? I bought 5 acres with my partner out here in the remote rural section of Michigan because I want to write. We have our home. We pay a mortgage on it, but it's ours. The fact that she said that, I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people go, oh, you little creators always reading into what this heifer says. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes I will jump the gun and think, oh shit, that bitch is talking about me when she's probably talking about FFG or Yaba or No Madness or somebody else that she watches us all. But I know I've put out there that I do live in a nice, peaceful, rural area. When I thought I wanted to blog before I realized vlogging is fucking boring, I did a small video on the area that I live out in, the fact that it's farmland. As far as the eye can see, it's quiet out here, though you can probably hear my son running the lawnmower if the microphone's picking that up. We decided years ago that we wanted to be homeowners, along with me wanting to get my writing career kicked off. We put in the plan, we budgeted, and we work hard to keep everything that we got, heifer. You refuse to put in the work, and now you say all of a sudden it's Salah that wants that. No, it's you that want that. But you wasted your funds. You wasted your money. And that is why you are stuck in this perpetual cycle of wasting on your addiction and not moving forward.
That piece, you know? Anyway, I'm going to see if this jackfruit ripens up. I can't take my metformin. Like, even Salah, we're compatible that way. He doesn't love big...
No, you're not. You're a liar. But that clip just shows you how much she watches all of us. And Jan, I am so sorry I couldn't make it to the last 2 Drama Fridays. I am getting better though, so I will definitely meet up with you on the next one, no matter what the topic was. But yesterday, I was feeling wrecked. My system just had to purge so much stuff. And I'm not going to be like Chantal and TMI, but I was just in lay and listen mode. Honestly speaking, sometimes you just have to get back to a functioning state before you sit there and want to talk it up. And as you can hear, even though I feel like I'm not as congested, I still feel nasally too. So I want to definitely kick that out of my system before I join any panels or any chats, because there's a lot going on. And I know I missed a lot. And I'm sorry that I had to, but I was just feeling yuck. But we got this one from the YouTube Underground that I thought would just be funny before we kick off some videos. This was the sound that Heffa made making her way out into town, and it's just sad because she had the opportunity before she went on this visa run to get better, and she just refuses.
What the hell? This honestly is so much fun. This is so much better than Kuwait.
I was making that kind of noise as I walked, I would be mortified. It's just that clap, 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 as she was walking to the elevator and down on the stairs. And it's like, I know I'm still a hefty heifer. I don't have a fupa like Foodie does, but thick thighs, big booty, that's the way it is. My fat distributed in places like my arms and shit. But as I lose the weight, I can visibly see it. I can visibly feel it. When we go to the park later on to do that Pokemon event, I'll be able to walk and not be grumpy at my partner because we're walking the river trail and getting upset about it. It is little victories like that Chantal could never, and she gets so fucking mad about it. I don't understand it. You did this to yourself. You want ass pats because you went to Thailand inconveniencing people, but we're not here to do that. But we are here to call out the shit that you put in you. And I am glad for reactors like Sansa, who really make it clear that what Chantal is doing to herself is not only unnecessary, but is dangerous for a system because you are literally in a foreign country that you don't speak the language. You're acting like a complete toddler. Everything from forgetting your passport in the airport, everything from literally leaving your hotel keys in this latest binge thing you did. At 40, it is not cute to be this and that, heifer. You are not impressing anybody acting like a little kid. Get your shit together before you end up getting robbed. And you have nobody but yourself to blame when that shit happens. Thank you so much for the super chat, Capricorn NJ. She is exercising, so her body is clapping. Be supportive and cheer her on. Well, she's definitely her own cheering section with that clapping. I am telling you. Foodie says we're jealous of her, that we should all be travel vlogging. When I travel, I have fun. When we went to Lansing in June, that was just us having fun. Getting to know the town right before kiddo's graduation, going to the restaurants, just having family time. I didn't want a phone or camera in my family's face to prove that we're having fun. Because who the fuck am I proving that to? I don't understand the logic of it. People who have fun, we document it maybe with a photo or a selfie. We don't need a fucking camera in the people's face to prove that we're having fun. That shit's weird. But I want you to see Sansa breaking down the macros of that one binge that she did the other night, because that shit was wild. I could not believe that. Thank you so much, Jans. I'm a stubborn person. I don't like being sick.
In Foodie's last couple of live streams, she's indulged.
Let me interrupt Sansa for a minute. Getting sick interrupts my routine, and I don't like interrupting my routine. I like being able to exercise. I like having my house in order. And when mama's sick, shit doesn't get done. So, yeah, I had to get my stuff together. And last night, it just hit me hard. And I think my body was just purging all the last of the sickness out of me. So I just wanted to get that out of my system before I got back to this. Because, oh my God, it was just yuck.
Indulged in foods from 7-Eleven and McDonald's. I have to tell you, this isn't going to be easy, especially with the Thai products, because she's not holding up the packaging, and it's hard to translate things that you can't read. I'm using Google Lens for my translations, and then I'm looking up what I can on my regular websites.
Hey, Blondie,
But
good to see you, honey. This is one of the things I like about Sansa, though. She is thorough with what she brings to not just calling out the heifers eating, because she's never really gone that personal on Foodie. She gets annoyed like the rest of us, but she keeps it to the metrics. And that's one of the things I appreciate about Girl World. There are so many of us nerds in here just doing the thing, y'all, showing that her unhealthy lifestyle is a detriment. And how you can eat and know what you're putting in your system so that you don't make these mistakes. Hey, Serenity Queen, it's good to see you, honey. I listened to you on the Hannibal panel, and I'm telling you, I love that you keep it real for real, dear.
a lot of times the Thai brands don't list all of the macros that we're used to over here in the States. So you'll have to forgive me if there are holes in the data. In this video, let's go over her 7-Eleven Beeze and then her McDonald's meal.
Cheese.
Turn the Yeti up.
What else?
Oh my God. Now, I don't knock convenience stores. I think that they are a part of life. Depending on where you live, they could be the only food that you have access to, because here in America, we have things called food deserts, where your only shops for miles around, especially in the South, can be a little mom and pop convenience store where you still have to worry if you can even afford to get those things. In fact, one of the things I covered on my Bonnet Chronicles for the Toks grocery store shooting was it was detrimental to that area in Buffalo because it was the only grocery store in that community because it was an African American centric community. So I don't normally knock convenience stores, but a lot of convenience stores do have fresher things, especially in Asia. So the fact that she went for this ultra processed hot dogs and cheese, foodie's never going to change. And it's sad. No problem, Diaz. And let me know if I ever have to adjust stuff. I appreciate y'all giving me that heads up.
Yum, this looks good.
Do you even know what you're putting in the cart? That's mochi. Not good for a diabetic. Delicious, but you shouldn't be eating it.
What is this?
It's mochi.
Let's try it.
I hope she goes to the Philippines.
Honestly,
I have
pizza
family
flavor?
there. I hope that she goes to the Philippines.
Pizza chips.
She's gonna get a
Get out
root
of my
pizza
town.
chips.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow.
Like,
She could have ate chips at home in Kuwait.
Pringles, yes please.
Pringles are the cheapest chips here in America. I buy them for my kid.
Vitamin C.
Juice. Just what the diabetic ordered.
These are so good.
When you add up all of the 7-Eleven goodies, this is what you
Look
get.
at this. Calories, 3,295.8. Fat, 181.3. Sodium, 8,353 grams. Carbs, 285.2. I never go over 150 grams of carbs anymore because it can be dangerous, even when you don't have diabetes. There are low-carb breads out there. I'm making my own now that I got my bread maker with oat flour and other healthier grains. You don't even have to use sugar in a lot of the recipes either. I don't understand her. 65.8 grams of sugar too. Just what the diabetic ordered. 76.4 grams of protein. Protein is normally good because if you're exercising, it helps keep your muscle mass up. It helps keep that energy that you're going to be burning off. But this is just a 7-Eleven convy. Wait till we get to the second part of this. It's insane.
3,290.
I don't go over 150 a day because really a lot of the stuff I eat don't have a lot of carbs in it. I start the day off with some cream of wheat or oatmeal because it's heart friendly. And the doctor said you got to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it'll lessen your cravings during the day and you won't binge eat. And I might couple the cream of wheat with a banana. And that's about it. With the oatmeal, because it's a raisin oatmeal, I don't need extra fruit with it. For lunch, it's either a salad or a sandwich on whole grain bread. 2 of those equal up to 80 calories. And I think they're like 10 grams of carbs a slice. And you'll throw some turkey, spinach, and tomato on that. And that's a good lunch. Or I just skip the bread some days and just have a salad. Because I want some olives or something in there. And onion and other stuff. Then for dinner, it's mostly a protein based. Whether it's chicken, whether it's steak. Because I like to get the iron up. Especially with trying to have a baby. I gotta keep all that in balance. And then for snacks, you have nuts like cashews, almonds if I'm in the mood for them, or walnuts are my favorite, unsalted. There are ways to snack and be a bit healthier, but Chantal would never. Plus, portions play a big role in what you do too. Me and my husband will split a steak down the middle because I like my New York strip. And one of those can feed the both of us. There are ways that you can eat and not overdo it, but Chantal would never. She has to eat a mountain of food to feel satisfied, and that's because she's not getting the psychological help she needs to figure out why she needs to fill that void. It's crazy to me. Now my son, because he's younger and he has the cravings, he eats a lot more stuff, like he likes his frozen pizzas every once in a while because he's on the spectrum. So I try not to over-variate, but he also eats a lot of our Filipino cooking too. He likes pancit. He likes lumpia. I make sure he gets a salad in with his pizza and stuff. But I don't deny him because, like right now, he's outside doing the lawn upkeep. He works it off. The fact of the matter is you can have balance, but with Foodie, she doesn't do balance. And we're getting ready to see that.
181 grams of fat, 8,353 milligrams of sodium.
That's crazy to me. I swell up from salt, so I don't like to overdo it with that salt.
Around 66 grams of which are sugar, and 76 grams of protein.
That's insane.
As you can see, there's quite a bit of missing data here. Now, when you look at these macros as a whole...
She has here that the Dassaman Diabetes Institute suggests 130 grams of carbs each day. I can have 150 because I don't have the Beeze heifer. I know you like to assume that everybody who's large has it, and I have dodged that bullet, thank God. But I've never really... I can bake like a motherfucker. I learned how to bake early on. I don't like sweets. I've always been a salty person. And that's why I had to be careful with that, because I was worried about heart disease from that shit. It takes discipline to realize what you can be around and what you don't have to indulge in. I can bake a cake for my son or cookies for my husband and realize I don't have to indulge. That's what you get when you actually get therapy, but she refuses to do it. She goes once and thinks it's enough.
This can explain why Foodie's not feeling so great.
Yeah.
She's taking in way too much sodium, and she must be really, really thirsty. I've mentioned this in my other videos, but
and she
there
only
are
drinks
healthier options
water
at
for
7-Eleven,
performance.
like salads, fruit, and even fresh spring rolls.
Yep.
After this live stream,
she's in a country
Foodie
with
went back to
so much
sleep
good,
and
healthier
woke up
choices.
around 2 or 3 in the morning and ended up ordering McDonald's.
Yep. Who the fuck goes to Thailand to order McDonald's? And she's not even being interested about it, because there was this one travel vlogger, I believe it was Mikey Chen, that does that, where he'll go into fast food in different countries to show the different things you can order there. But she didn't even do that. It wasn't like she got like a special. She legitimately went to Thailand to order all the same shit she orders back in Kuwait and Canada. It's crazy to me. This is not impressive.
And a fillet of fish. It came like a combo. Oh my gosh, look at all the sauce.
Ugh. Oh.
What
It
the
looks
heck?
disgusting.
We have more nuggets. They gave me bonus nuggets, I swear.
They don't do that, you liar.
What the heck? Big Mac. I haven't had a Big Mac in a long time.
You don't need
Big
it.
Mac. Let's have a bite right now. Beauty bite. Oh my gosh.
There's no beauty bite.
Beauty.
Let's get past that, because I can't
I forgot
stand her
my dip
eating.
sauce for the nuggets. That is seriously
Did you need sauce?
the worst atrocity you could
Is it
commit
worth losing a limb
in
for?
the world. It's forgetting nugget sauce.
This is a
Like,
tragedy.
That's insane to me.
You don't need it.
I have cheese sauce.
You don't need cheese sauce. It's gross.
Okay, so when you
This
add
is
in
what I
the
wanted to get
McDonald's,
to.
this is what you get for a full day's total. 5,263
Look
calories,
at all the stuff she ate.
295 grams of fat, 11,480 milligrams of sodium,
This was all in one day.
450 grams of carbs, 81 grams of which are sugar, and 155 grams of protein. So yeah, it's no wonder she's not feeling all that great.
Even beyond that, these are numbers that should be somebody's maybe couple of weeks totals. If that much, couple of months, if you're really changing your dietary lifestyle. But she did this all in a day and the evening, because she got up in the middle of the night for that McDonald's mukbang. Yet she thinks that the shit we call out on her is just bullying. If anything, you should be thanking us for showing you that this is fucking dangerous for your health. But nope, she doesn't want to be told what to do. She's defiant. Hey, Trailer Park Trophy, right? The bonus nuggets killed me too. And then she had the nerve, like the fucking scammer she is, to call them back because they didn't give her the sauces to try to get a refund. Foodie is so embarrassing. You get like third-hand cringe watching her shit. That is why I'm going to limit how much of Chantal we hear. definitely don't want to hear her chewing. But we have so many great editors in this field. So many people who can break down her shit without having to show her directly, and then clips so that you can see nothing's changing for the heifer. Because I know she went to the mall and she bought some bath bombs like she's fitting in that fucking tub. But that whole trip was just for her to eat. And she went to a fucking Thailand mall to eat Middle Eastern food. You can't make this shit make sense. But we're going to move on to some fun, y'all. First, I think I want to highlight, because I was going to do the Shaun the Steel react, but I'll get to that in a moment. I want to highlight somebody that I think is a sweetheart. And thanks to 31 Frames, I'm able to show you somebody who, while I don't normally enjoy mukbangs, I think is just a sweet soul. And I don't think we should always focus just on the heifers on here. Because you know Amber Lynn's going to be a mess, especially since she's moving Salami in as soon as she can. And Chantal never fucking changes. But there are people in the mukbang sphere that I think are sweet, even though I still personally don't like mukbangs. And this is China, and I might show her every once in a while to show that there are positive people in there. And I don't want anybody bringing hate this young lady's way. She's just a sweet soul who wants to show herself eating and stuff. But I'm going to speed this up too, because we are getting closer and closer to crunch time, and I definitely want to be done by 2. And I want to get to the Shaun the Steel stuff because I think he's going to make you laugh. He does a lot of My 600-Pound Life, but he also does the TikTok fat acceptance. And I just want to show him with y'all too. And 31 Frames is one of my favorite editors. Matter of fact, she's probably one of my more exclusive ones. Oh, that might be too fast. Give me a moment, y'all.
Y'all know these. Man, I eat these when I was growing up. When I was young, I eat these all the time. So I haven't had them. I haven't had a Hot Pocket in like so long. So I'm going to see if it still hits the same as it was.
I don't think it will. I'm going to be 100% honest. I remember as a kid when Hot Pockets first debuted, we thought it was like revolutionary because we're moving into the future with our microwaves and stuff. I'm at Gen X. So I remember when Hot Pockets launched. And all I can remember from Hot Pockets was you put them in the sleeve, you microwave them, the middle was always fucking frozen, and the edges will always burn your mouth hot. And that's why I just stopped fucking with Hot Pockets, because it wasn't worth the physical pain to eat those shits. It just wasn't.
Kids, so let's see, boo. Let's see what it was. You gotta have ranch. You don't depend on ranch, like y'all.
I don't know, man, and that was a good thing, because even Pet Moms said it in a lot of people's chat. But me as a mom of both pets and my son, you don't have the luxury of just whisking off. And I know she thinks we're jealous of that, but I would rather plan a family trip and make sure that my cats are taken care of than to just whisk off on a whim. I'm not impulsive. I'm mature. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I think it's crazy that she thinks it's a flex to just fly off willy-nilly. No, thank you.
Ranch is the best dipping sauce.
Yes, Indy. Gen X.
I'm about to see these never ate me. So let's see. I like pepperoni and cheese fries. So let's see. It's still the same when I was a kid. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. As I was saying, this Hot Pocket, it still hits the same when I was a kid. And I was surprised that I thought it was going to taste different. No, I haven't had a Hot Pocket since a long time. And oh yeah, it's good too.
I probably would make my own pepperoni low carb thing.
I might start back in these because it's busting. Y'all know one thing, when I was growing up, I used to eat chocolate. I used to drink the little juices. I don't do none of that no more. I don't eat chocolate. I don't drink the little 99-cent juices. I don't do that no more. But I don't know. I guess when you're a kid, they taste so good. When you grow up, they don't like taste the same no more. Oh yeah.
No, you get older, that sugar shit'll fucking tank you out.
Like ranch is my favorite dipping sauce.
I know this was going on in Freddy's chat last night, and I'm gonna tell you right here, I don't like ranch. I'm sorry, not sorry. There are better things to dip stuff in. I like my sweet chili sauce if I gotta have a dipping sauce, or some apple cider vinegar pepper sauce that I learned from my auntie. There are way better sauces than ranch and way better salad dressing toppings. I'm a balsamic girl. Give me a nice balsamic vinaigrette or an Italian vinaigrette dressing, and I'm in heaven for my salads. I put in a little cup and I just dip because I don't want my salad to be soggy, so I never like to drown it. But if y'all like ranch. I just don't like the taste of it. Ugh. I'm definitely not. And I know y'all were teasing Frenchie about bringing feta and ranch on the cruise ship, and I was laughing at that, but I can't deal with the ranch. Ugh. Same picks. I can't do it.
But ranch on top of ranch number one.
Oh, Serenity Queen. I'm telling you, life just. I try to imagine what my house will be like without the kids and the pets, and I just can't do it right now, especially since we're trying for another one. And I can tell you that as lively as my family is, it's never a dull moment. But I hope you enjoy the time that you have to yourself, because people think having solitude is bad. But for introverts especially, I give anything for my peace. So enjoy your solitude and just enjoy life your way. That's what I tell people all the time. But I think China's sweet.
Great value or hidden value. It doesn't really matter what kind of ranch I have. This was good. I did not tell you. I do recommend it. It's so good. Like, yo. Oh, it was so good. I remember when I was growing up, we used to always get Pizza Hut. We used to always get Pizza Hut all the time.
Not me. I lived in New York. You could get Neapolitan.
We used to always get Pizza Hut all the time, right? And we always had ranch in the house. And so one day, I was a kid, right? So one day, I would eat some pizza, right? And, excuse me, I seen the ranch in the refrigerator, right? So I said, me being a kid, me being curious, I said, let's see how it would taste. How would pizza taste with ranch? So I dipped the pizza in the ranch. I mean, when I tell you, still to this day, I still do it still to this day. So you can't eat pizza without ranch. And,
yeah, you can. I love you, China, and we will feature more of her. But ain't no way. I can't do. It feels like a crime against food. When you come from New York City, especially, there's just something about a foldable Neapolitan slice. And the only extra I ever put on there every once in a while was like maybe those hot chili pepper flakes if I needed it. But I never understood the ranch on pizza. Even when we moved to the South and all you had was those weird chain restaurant pizzas, if you get the right toppings, you don't have to put the extra. I know Chantal loves putting ketchup on pizza. Somebody told me don't knock it till you try it. I'll never try it, so I'm going to keep knocking it. I do not understand the need for extra condiments when a good pizza already has enough sauce on it. I don't know. I just can't do it. Hey, Lord of Fruit Flies. It's just not for me. I'm not knocking you if you do it. That's your own personal thing, but you will never catch me out there putting fucking ranch or ketchup or any extra shit on pizza that don't need. No mayo either. And I have Asian cousins that they love that shit. They will put that mayo all over it and swear by it. Y'all can have it. I'm good. Ugh.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and today we're going to be checking in on our fat activists, because it's usually pretty funny. I mean, they're always screaming like fondle my fupa, jiggle my jelly rolls, stuff like that. Accept me and all that I am and all my encompassing space. Let me into your space.
Tragically.
I think that's their thing primarily, and it usually cracks me up. So I usually
told you right, not to interrupt Sean, but same. I do not, and I know it's weird because my family loves the fuck out of ketchup. I've never had pickles on pizza either, Panda Bondu. I like pickles, I like pizza. I've never comboed them. I don't think I could. Maybe once the hormones start kicking in, I might try weird combos, but I don't think so. Because I'm going to try to have a healthy pregnancy when it happens. I just don't want to go off my dietary routine. But I just never liked ketchup. I don't know if it's just something in my taste buds. I like mustard. Light mayo every once in a while. I'm just not a ketchup person. I always thought it was weird because my family loves the fuck out of ketchup. My husband and kid too. They have like regular ketchup and then banana ketchup. I just don't like ketchup. I don't know. I love tomatoes though, and I love me a good tomato sauce. But the ketchup's a bit too sweet for me, I think. I'm always
like to
about
check it out.
Savory.
But this one is a ex-fat activist. What I eat in a day. I'm kind of curious about this one.
Rosie is an ex-fat activist. Rosie's been getting into some stuff. I don't know if I'll ever have to call out that heifer. I'm watching her from a distance. But I'm keeping my eye on you there, Rosie dear. Because you've been putting yourself out there a bit much.
I kind of just type fat activism or fat activists or fat acceptance. And then I just like pick a bunch of videos, like grab them real quick. Don't really watch them. So let's see what she's talking about.
It's always what they
Welcome
eat
to What I
in
Eat in a Day as a neurodivergent, chronically ill, ex-fat acceptance influencer on Monjaro in recovery from food addiction, working on changing my lifestyle.
That's a whole ass mouthful, Rosie. Come on. We don't need your laundry list resume, all your problems. Heifer. One of the things that kills me about the what I eat in a day types is we know you eat. We know you eat. So how about what you do in the day to burn off what you eat? Because I'm not interested. She says she's ex-fat acceptance. And one of the things that bothers me about fat acceptance is that they pulled from the body positivity thing that black women started. Because we had to learn to accept ourselves and love the skin we're in. Love our natural hair and everything else. And body positivity wasn't to have the world accept us. It was learning how to accept ourselves in a world that refuses to. That's the difference between actual body positivity and this weird-ass fat acceptance entitlement shit that I see all the time. Body positivity is loving yourself when you know the world isn't going to love you. This fat acceptance bullshit is, we're going to make the world love and change for us, and no, you're not. You're going to make the world think you're entitled, ridiculous people. You're going to make the world realize that if somebody gets over 400 pounds, they're just going to be an entitled toddler. That's the difference between actual body positivity and this weirdo fat acceptance movement. And I will not stop saying it because there is a difference in that. Being positive in yourself, being able to carry yourself is something that is personal. It's a journey. And it doesn't mean the world's going to accept you. And some of these people just don't want to hear that shit. And you need to hear it. Because you're not going to change the world in accepting your self-inflicted issues.
I started out my day with one of my favorite.
I don't know what Manjaro is. I'm going to assume it's like Wegovy and
a jab
neurodivergent. I don't even know what that means.
Don't do it.
I've seen the Divergent.
Neurodivergent is a mental condition. It's kind of like the spectrum. They process things a bit different. They may have social anxieties, probably brought on from their body size more than anything else. But neurodivergent people process things differently than most people. They're very brilliant people. And I'm not just saying that because of my son. The way he hyper-focuses on science and especially biology blows me away because I can't do it the way he does it. I love studying different things, but I don't have the hyperfixation on it as some. But I think a lot of people like to claim neurodivergence as a way to say, don't pick on me. And that's sadly not how the world works. Most neurodivergent people don't even really pay attention to when people are doing that anyway, because they're in their own heads. That's why I side-eye people that like to do that, because I watch and I observe how they use that title to try to say, well, this is how I act, so you just got to accept my bad behavior. No, you don't. There are plenty of neurodivergent people in here that they know how to carry themselves. They act the way they want people to treat them. It's these people who act out like Rosie sometimes that drive me nuts because they give us stigmas, just like Foodie and ALR with the mental health stuff and Boogie. I tell you all the time, I literally have schizoaffective disorder, which is schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. I've literally been in a mental institution because I know some people like to dig up people's past on YouTube and use that against them. I don't shy away from it. I'm not ashamed of it. I live with mental health disorders that I'll have for life. I live with the fact that I was Baker acted 3 times. Y'all want to pull that up along with any of my past? Go ahead. I'm not ashamed of it. You can't shame a sociopath. I need you to understand that.
I've seen that movie.
Noka strawberry pineapple smoothie pouches. I made a super
Serenity
large
Queen.
electrolyte drink. It was the only one I had in the day. So I used a Zip Fizz, a full one, and a Propel because I think that helps reduce the saltiness of the Zip Fizz. But I really needed the caffeine this morning.
I stay away from caffeine. It gives you heart problems. But that's another thing. Your pregnancy craving was for McDonald's fries and chocolate shakes. My weirdest cravings was a Papa John's with green peppers, sausage, bacon, pepperoni, olives, and pineapple. I cannot eat that shit now, but when I was pregnant with kiddo, that was it. And then Lay's and Rogo pretzels for the salt. I could not do what I did back then. That was fucking 19 years ago. I was younger. I probably fucked my system up with all that stuff, but that was definitely my pregnancy cravings. And pistachio ice cream, and I can't eat that shit now. I don't normally like green colored stuff unless it's vegetables anyway, but for some reason I needed pistachio ice cream. And then I tried it a few years after that to see if I still liked it. Fuck no. That was definitely a pregnancy thing. Ugh, I can't touch it now. Hey, Spooky Fawn Sweets, thank you, dear. I'm glad. And Thank you, Christy Girl Avengers. I try to observe people when it comes to neurodivergence because I think a lot of people think it's all in the same. And a lot of people that act out on Twitter and YouTube and TikTok like to blame neurodivergence for it. And I'm not going to allow that because I know a lot of neurodivergent people. I'm literally raising one, and I just don't accept that. They are amazing people. I happen to be friends with one too, and she's an amazing person. They process things differently, y'all. But they're amazing people, and they have the ability to love. Just don't piss them off because they don't let go when you piss them off at all. They'll remember you if you're their bully. They'll remember you if you're unkind to animals and stuff. But what they don't do is get on here acting like assholes and blaming their neurodivergency for. And that's why I decided to start doing these commentaries, because a lot of people in Girl World on the other side of the fence love to pull that shit, and I don't accept that at all. Hey, House of Hannibal, I've been listening back to some of your panels. You had some spicy shit going on. I can't wait till next Wednesday. I am hoping that I feel better voice-wise, too. And if you want to have me on, I definitely love sharing my opinion on shit.
So I made my little drinky drink. It was delicious. And then I had this Atkins bar because I think it tastes like a kind of healthy Baby Ruth. I really like.
Okay.
You know, the thing about the Atkins bars that drives me nuts is they're like marketed as low carb, but I think most of them are still like 16, 18, something like that on the carbs, which is more than I let myself have in a day.
I have like issue with Atkins. I want to be very clear. So
Sean is on a different regimen too, because he wants to drop as much weight as possible so he can get his skin surgery. So he doesn't go over a certain amount of carbs. When you're working with a doctor and dietitian, though, you can learn how much carbs you can have in a day. I'm allowed, because I'm trying to get pregnant as well, the 150, and I do not go over that. You'd be surprised. You can even eat certain fast foods if you wanted to once you work with a dietitian and know what amount of carbs you're putting in yourself. But it is individual. That's why I don't share my diet as to tell people this will work for you. I found what works for me for steady, constant weight loss and to stay away from actual weight gain, especially with the fact that we're trying to have a baby. I don't want to put on excess pounds because it's already dangerous as it is to have a child at my age. But some people, they play around with this shit and they think, oh, it's Atkins, it's healthy. It's still processed. And they put a lot of shit in it to make it tasty to you. So you have to be careful. And there she goes with the ketchup. And ketchups have sugars. So that's another reason why I just don't fuck with the ketchup like that.
Anyway, this was like a partial leftover pistachio pack that I had from the other day.
And hot dogs.
2 bunless hot dogs with a little bit of ketchup. I'm not low carb, by the way.
We could tell. And I'm not anti-hot dogs. Every once in a while, throw some on the grill. Have your fun. But she thinks that not eating the buns make them safe when you're eating 2 of them with sugary ketchup. This is the shit that if she was really getting help for what she needed, she would learn that this is not a good meal in a day series at all.
Duh. You've already had, that's about 20 grams of carbs probably in ketchup. Yep. Those little pistachio packs that are 0.75 ounces or whatever, that's 6 grams because I love pistachios.
And nuts are really good. They are a good filling snack if you do it right. I don't understand why she needed all the rest of this stuff, but it's because she hasn't gotten over binge eating.
So I have to stay away from them. And then, she's already racking up close to 50 carbs. Nobody thought you were low carb.
This might kind of look like I'm trying to be low carb. I don't do any kind of restriction. This was just stuff we had in the fridge, and I was focusing on protein, and it sounded good. So this was a quesadilla that was in our freezer that I got from a discount store. And this was a mixture of leftovers from a taco bowl I made the night before. Here are the ingredients that I made on the screen. This is a third of what was the remaining of that mixture I made. And so I wanted to try it with this. I wasn't sure if this would be good or not. As you see, as I take a bite here, this was not good. This was very, very not good. Do not
This still, so far, it seems like she's still racking up a lot of calories. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. It seems like she's still going pretty hard on it, though.
Recommend 0 to 10. Kind of nasty. I tried to save it by doing this, but yeah, it didn't really help. And by the way, you can see me make that taco bowl in a vlog on my YouTube channel.
No, we're good.
And it'll be up on Wednesday. I forgot to mention I work from home, so this is just a day of me eating from home while I'm being daunted by this laundry.
Why are your ribs so dirty? I don't want to watch her eat again, but I know she did that. I work from home. What the fuck is all this? You work from home. Why can't you pick up from home? I would be mortified. I'm sorry, y'all. I grew up military. I can hear my grandmother and my grandfather and my uncles and aunties in my head every freaking time. I would never, ever, ever want to live in that much filth and mess. It's gotta be like a girl thing. To be online chronically and showing your house in that kind of disarray, it could not be me. I would never. I could never. That's embarrassing.
This is just a day of me eating from home while I'm being daunted by this laundry.
We know you eat.
You left fat activism to show you eating Hershey.
And you ain't doing that laundry. Nobody piles laundry up like that. Where's your hamper? Where's your laundry basket?
Kisses. At least it's not like a whole chocolate cake or anything, but congratulations on leaving fat activism. Go check out her YouTube channel. Maybe she does stuff like this all the time.
After that mess, to have as a little sweet treat. Then I made like a lasagna pizza bagel because this is my mom's leftover lasagna mixture with meat, zucchini in it, tomato sauce, about 2/3 of a serving of pepperoni, 2 servings of provolone instead of mozzarella. And then I made some like dessert styled peaches, which is just peaches with my favorites.
Ma'am. Now, I like, because we buy the wheat boleo rolls every once in a while. Slice some fresh mozzarella, sauce for me, no sauce for the hubby because he can't eat the tomato sauce. And every once in a while, I'll make a spinach, mozzarella, or just a cheese and pepperoni for him, or just a plain cheese for kiddo. Quick toaster bite. Those bagels, and I know she's not low carb, are full of sugars, salts, and everything else. That mixture, even though she can always say, oh, I put zucchini in it. My relatives brought up some zucchini, so I'm going to see if I can make the zucchini pasta out of it eventually. But there is like a fucking difference between making a quick nosh bite and the amount of food she puts in herself in a day. Because you know, you don't get to that size just eating little dainty meals in a day. Get the fuck out of here.
Seasoning the buttery cinnamon roll.
I thought this was going to be a diet TikTok. She's like probably up around, what, 1,200, 1,500, something like that, just in what she's eating right now.
Flavor God seasoning, highly recommend. Love this stuff. You want to put the seasoning in and wait about 5 minutes before you eat it.
Oh, Lord,
yeah, this
look
was
at that
a clusterfuck.
slop. Yikes. But the thing is, most doctors and dietitians will tell you, you can eat filling meals, especially with vegetables, and keep under 2,000 calories per day. And actually, at her size, going under 2K per day would actually net her weight loss. And she's doing the jab, so I don't even understand how she's able to eat this much. Because from everything I heard from these heifers, when they get the jab, it makes them feel sick. I don't understand this. I am so glad I'm doing things the way that works for me. Because it just doesn't compute. I'm going to watch a little bit more of this, and then we're going to get to some music, because this is why I don't cover Rosie right now, because A, she's younger, and I feel like I'm picking on her at this point. But B, I can't understand how people eat like this all the time. I think they're doing something.
Cheese really isn't the best, but we didn't have any shredded mozzarella, so I just made it work. It was tasty, especially once I got up all the extra oil off my plate.
Oh my God.
And here's me enjoying the peaches, and yeah.
Peaches are already
candied
sweet.
Peaches and Hershey Kisses are part of your diet, though. That ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.
I did not enjoy that. I could tell you, Shaun of Steel is amazing and fun to watch. I would definitely recommend his 600-pound life. He's covering that one family that's over 2,000 pounds. I'm gonna watch that later on tonight with the hubby because we love watching his clips and stuff. Chocolate is not the enemy if you do it right. I got the Ghirardelli dark chocolate squares from whenever I have my lady stuff. It helps keep the iron up. You get a square of that dark chocolate and you're in a good place. And even if you like milk chocolate, in moderation, it shouldn't be an everyday thing. Some people don't know how to regulate what they put in themselves. And that's a good idea, Brioche. Thank you. Raw zucchini? I don't eat ranch, but I'm sure I could find something that I could do with it. But I got that pasta spiraler thing, so I wanted to see if I could make pasta out of zucchini my in-laws brought, because they always overdo it with what they bring up. I already had to boil and bag and freeze the corn that they brought up. So I want to do fun things with the vegetables, so that's going to be fun. Hi, Rose Thorn Reacts. Thank you so much for coming in and modding. I watched your one tarot the other night, and I was just nodding my head with you, so I would definitely recommend Rose Thorn Reacts channel. And hey, Lee Pepper. I just think it's crazy to me that these girls do the same thing all the time. What I ate in a day. What I ate in a day. We know you eat, bitches. How about some movement? How about some house cleaning? Because I've never, ever not seen y'all with mountains of trash or clothes, and your space is your sanctuary. I don't understand how people live like that. It's insane. And you can say what I want about my office, because it's our geek thing. We have layers of comic books and figures in here, but what you're not going to see is mess. What you're not going to see is clutter, because we want to keep our collectibles nice. I just don't understand the disorganization, I guess. And it frustrates me as a mom and as a person that they're at an age where they should know better. Rosie might be, I think she's in her late 20s, but she's old enough to know better. Chantal's in her fucking 40s, and we've all seen that hotel room. She's just a slob who thinks, well, the maids can do it. And even ALR, even though she shows videos of herself cleaning, I don't buy that she keeps that place clean all the time at all anymore. They all come from the same MO. They use their weight as an excuse not to be decent and clean, and I just can't do it. Even at my fattest, my ass got up and clean because I was not trying to get yelled at by family. But we are going to go into some musical interlude. I like to call it the music palette cleanse. I have one of my favorite actual body positivity ladies with a shout out to the Midwest. This is a remix, but a good one. And I just love this video. So we're going to fire off some Leslie Hall and then end some stuff with some Hannibal, because I love his drill rap stuff. And I'm telling you, I just like to have fun, y'all. And I want to wrap this up because I know Curious Cats Chatter is about to do their live too, and I love them. I'll be listening to you from the car, hun. Wow.
Don't you threaten the lady with a cheese plate. I've got fancy here to prove that I'm really great. I'm not sharing my lady cuisine, cause my lady cuisine makes the girls all scream. Got my money roll tight as a cinnamon roll. Let my J-Lo booty bounce low, real low. If she like me, she say, let's go girls, so let's go girls. Get yourself a babysitter. Not from the east, not from the west. Girls in the middle that rock the best. Girl must be a Midwest. Wearing lots of lip gloss, wearing lots of attitude. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Faux show like a money machine. I see you, girl, in the go.
I hope so, Trailer Park Trophy Wife, because she worries me, especially with this new feeder, girl.
Move on, baby diva, cause from now on the chief of the sizzle and veggie bacon. I stole kisses from your mama at the barber shop. I stole kisses from your pop at the soccer shop. On with a glamorous touch. Always looking good, but you never can trust.
sometimes nail like that.
Not from the east, not from the west. Girls in the middle that rock the best. Girl must be a Midwest, Midwest, Midwest. Wearing lots of mesh and wearing lots of attitude. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Girl must be a diva.
Uh-oh, here goes the outfit.
Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. I know you wanna be tight, but not as tight as my chains. Watch you start answering your phone so you can start granting my dreams. Take me on a ride down to the mall. Take me in the mall so I can try on pretty things. 'Cause I dance like a diva, and I spin like a diva, and I look like a diva, and I sing like a diva, and I wink like a diva, I look like a diva, I snack like a diva. Snap, pack, park, braid, blow kisses, machines to wash my dishes. I wish for all the wishes. Don't panic, I prefer organic. My BO is botanic, can't relate, hate to wait.
My BO is botanic. I love her.
Not from the east, not from the west, girls.
Now, I'm from the east, but I live in the Midwest now.
Midwest, Midwest, Midwest. Wearing lots of perfume, wearing lots of attitude. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. Girl must be a diva, Midwest diva. IOWA, ladies in the back say hey, hey, hey.
Oh, that is some Leslie Hall, Titus Jones remix. I love me some Leslie Hall. She is iconic. And she represents the Midwest well. And like I said, as an East Coast girl who now lives in the Midwest, who's lived in the South, like I said, we're all here. We're all having fun. And I'm all for body positivity. I'm not here for fat acceptance entitlement, though, because there is a difference. We're going to get ready to close everything out. Thank y'all for sitting in with some House of Hannibal, the Fat Girl Drill Rap. This is foodie-centric, but it is kind of funny, and it makes me laugh every time I hear it. Thank y'all all for sitting in and sharing with me. I'll probably see some of y'all at Curious Cats Chats. I'll send hugs from my phone because we're going to go out and do that Poplio event for Pokemon. And I just hope y'all have a great weekend. But let's get this fired off because this song is hilarious. I love it.
Hello, foodie baby.
That is awesome, Trailer Park Trophy Wife. I love it out here. It's peaceful. Lordy B.
Why food great when I gotta lose weight? Woo! I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% hungry, even when I just ate. Yeah, I got carb problems. That's a fatty in me.
Ring, ring,
yeah, that's the Uber Eats driver for me. Could've had a fat bitch, flabby middle. Helped you eat your whole meal, not a little. Pass the bacon down, don't hold it back. Yeah, that's the sound of me getting a snack. Why food great when I gotta lose weight? Don't watch me shove it right in my face. Best friend bought me the whole entree. No half tray, gotta have the whole thing. Large pizza with the bomb toppings. Alfredo, make it extra saucy. Food's good,
yeah, I got my hair done.
Exciting. Bum bum be dum de bum bum be. Took my Pop-Tart, yeah, that breaks my heart. You had no right to eat it, it was mine from the start. Hey, I'm glad you're back in the kitchen. I mean, who's gonna make it? I will never, ever, ever, ever waste the chicken. I put the pring in Pringle. And worried about no sauce on my fingers. You can tell your friends, eat at my house in the morning. It's okay, the biscuits are in the oven.
Frankenweenie.
Why food great when I gotta lose weight? Don't watch me shove it right in my face. Best friend bought me the whole entree. No half tray, gotta have the whole thing. Large pizza with the bomb toppings. Alfredo, make it extra saucy. Food's good, it keeps my life exciting. Bum bum be dum de bum bum be. I'ma eat that stack in a minute. Pancakes have no chance when I dig in. Hash browns on the side, go straight to my thighs. I just keep on eating it. I'ma eat that stack in a minute. Pancakes have no chance when I dig in.
I love this song.
Hash browns on the side, go straight to my thighs. I just keep on eating it. Why food great when I gotta lose weight?
And thank you, Tragically. Thank you for that link, honey.
Best friend bought me the whole entree. No half tray, gotta have the whole thing.
The event already.
Large pizza with the bomb toppings. Alfredo, make it extra saucy. Food's good, it keeps my life exciting.
Yeah, try to walk 6K.
With the bomb toppings, make it extra saucy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're almost out of the bumpy zone, guys.
Thank you so much, House of Hannibal. Thank you, everybody, for sitting in with me. I will be back next Saturday, and I'll probably be doing more content this week coming up to kick off September, right? Have a great Labor Day if you celebrate that. To all our friends overseas, have a great weekend and holiday if you're having one, too. I hope to see y'all soon. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm going to get out, get some Pokemon caught with my family, and I hope y'all have a good one. See you at Curious Cat's Chats, too, if you're heading over there, because I will have her on in the car.